Welcome back everyone to Magius Plays AM2R. Last time we got to the Energy Distribution Center. Now we're going to run through it and see what we can find here. This area is a little bit tricky to get through. Because you have these saw blades flying about everywhere. And they can dish out the hurt if you're not careful. So it really is best if you find a safe spot and then just fire up until they're taken care of. And they definitely dish out a lot of hurt when they hit you. And these saw blades are actually affected by physical walls. So if you take out something that they are bouncing off of, they'll keep going straight. And if you're standing where they're going, they will hit you. Here we unlock one of the last big things to get around. These deliver energy cells all around the base. And those things are very unstable. If you hit them with a standard energy shot, they blow up. Huh, that's where it is. We're not getting that anytime soon. At least not yet. So how these work. Those statues we saw earlier need to bounce one of those balls into it. If you hit it with a shot, basically sets off a giant EMP. And yes, that will shut down your gun if it hits you. Not a whole lot of damage though. We could go back and save, but we're not doing too bad right now. However, we have a nasty fight to deal with. There we go. Now we're definitely down a fair bit on health and a lot of super missiles, so let's go refill, shall we? There we go. And that fight gets a lot more interesting because if those energy cells go off, you can't shoot anything for a bit. And that guy has a penchant for setting them off. Now this is an interesting section. Scattered throughout here, you have these transportation tubes. Which get you to different areas throughout or different sections throughout this area. They're a little bit tricky to figure out all of the nuances for. But they get you through and do some interesting stuff. I'm just going to take a boatload of damage here. Now time for some physics puzzles. No, I don't need to bring out the missiles for this. Maybe? Or I don't need to do anything with that at all. Whoops. Oh, that's a conveniently placed save point. Can't do anything over there. Then there's the statue. So you just need to get that energy thing down here, which will unlock that door. Not quite sure what that crack represents. But for now, we're just going to move this along. Charge that up. No points for guessing what we get in here. This screw attack. This makes navigating around this area a lot easier. Because those enemies that shot out all those shots when you hit them before, they just go boom. And all of these blades, all these saw blades, just go pop when you hit them. Still can't get through there, though. Nope. Now with that in tow, there's still a couple more things we need to get in here. Which are a little bit tricky to do. This one had me stuck for the longest time when I first played. You can't actually do anything to hurt that thing yet. So I thought, well, there's something somewhere else that we're going to need to go to get that. But I don't know where that is yet. And lo and behold, what you need to get past it is past it. Hey, you need to know about that little secret passage there to know what to do to move forward. If you don't have that, you try moving forward, you're going to get nowhere. This moves a little bit faster. Now we could go left there. Well, that could definitely have gotten better. I'd go back and save to get everything back, but we're underwater. We can't get back up there yet. So we're just going to have to make do with what we have. Unfortunately, what we have is a lot of health and a butt ton of missiles. No, no going that way. Oh, I guess we can just go right back. Well, that's helpful. Maybe I've done things a little bit out of the order I should have. But we can continue on through here. Where we need to go a little bit fast. Get more power bombs. Okay, this is not where I thought we were. But the end of that area is the thing we need to get past that. We're not going there yet because we've got more stuff to do. Well, that definitely took a lot more than I had hoped it would. Well, that clears something out. But we are nowhere near done exploring this area. Now that we have this, we can head up here. And this takes us to the backtracking station. Anywhere you want to go that we've been to before, you can go to. And we can use this to pick up a lot of the items that we weren't able to get earlier on in the game, without having to slog all the way back. And these are all over the place. But there are only a couple places where we can go to get anything interesting. And one of these takes us somewhere in here, or in that area, to get something cool. Let's see, for now, since we're here, you can see how much easier the space jump makes those guys. But we can head up, and you can see just what needs to be done to get through here. So you have... this one's not too bad. You just need to be creative in getting through here. So, you need the speed boost to get through here, but there's not enough space here to do it. What you need to do is open that door, go here, and there we go. What I did a Shine Spark into here. When you hit a slope, the Shine Spark reignites. You can duck, set off a power bomb, clear out this, and Shine Spark through again. Or just keep running. It's tricky and not that easy to do. Ah, yes. I'm back at the start of this area. Ow. We can get another energy pack now that we have the energy distribution center up and running. So jump up here. And we need to get this moving around. We can't shoot it with the regular gun, so we have to do it with missiles. You also need to make sure to clear out the path for it before it gets there. Fortunately, those don't grow back, so we're not out too much time. And that just drops down, drops down. And there we go. Pretty straightforward. Gets us more power bombs. Which we've got a pretty good supply of now. Now then, we can do a little bit more backtracking. A couple more things up here that we weren't able to get before. And we've got almost everything we need to move around in here, so why not just go collect some stuff right now? Now in here, we've got a whole bunch of disappearing platforms. I suppose they're also disappointing if you were hoping to stand on them. But with the space jump, we can just bypass all of that. And there was something else in here. Don't remember exactly where it was, so nuke it. That's one of the nice things about the power bombs in this game. They reveal everything. So it gets missiles. And we get through this door for more power bombs. And we're back. Almost forgot about a rather problematic one to get. What you need to do here is take this ball, bounce it all the way down, and if it bounces into any of the doorways, you have to start all over. This one is a very tricky one to get down correctly, but what comes after it is even trickier. That was pretty close. Okay, didn't bounce there. There we go. Okay, first try. Now that unlocks this door here, and a very, very difficult section. What you need to do clear out a bunch of stuff, and then at the minimum you need to start up here. Speed dash through here, duck, jump down, speed dash there, duck, jump up here, get out of the spin jump, and shine spark through those in one go. I'll see when I actually get this. Now then, now that that first part's taken care of, it still gets a little bit interesting. Because we need to build up speed through here, go down here, morph ball, dash through there to unlock that. However, that part is a lot more forgiving. And all that gets us a pack of super missiles. Now to get out, very easy. Go through here, over, and up. Voila, we're done. It took me forever to figure out how to do that, and even knowing what to do, it is not easy. Now there's still one more thing to find in our backtracking session. And that's back at the next area. And here we are back at the water distribution plant. And if you remember right in here, there's this gray door that we couldn't do anything about. Well, now that we have the energy cells everywhere, there should be one up this way. Yep. And sure enough, there it is. This one's a bit easier to get around, because you don't have to worry about it falling into somewhere it's not going to go anywhere. That doesn't mean that it necessarily goes where you want it to all the time. There we go. Now there's very, very little chance of it actually bouncing out and just vanishing. So now that we have that taken care of, we can go through this door. And speed boost there, crumbling blocks there. Well, if you're familiar with Super Metroid, it's not too hard to figure out. But I just need to not screw it up. Whoops. There we go. Fortunately, once we get this first part figured out, we essentially get infinite tries. Oh, well, that'll do. A little bit tricky to get, but not that hard. But that'll wrap up all of our running back and forth and looking for new stuff. Yep. And as I said, everywhere is connected with this little transit system. That's not quite where I was expecting to go. Well, at least it gets us more missiles. And closer to where we want to be. That's fair enough. And we're back here. Well, that wraps up all of the backtracking for today. Join us next time as we continue on through this place. Until then, Magius out.